This is episode 58 of Family Life Mornings. So we are a morning radio show on Family Life, a network of stations across New York and Pennsylvania. Our podcast, well, some of the more interesting moments from the week, like when Steve says this. Chicken! The whole story coming up.
When you wake up with Family Life, you get the encouragement you need to start the day.
It is back. It was big in the 50s, and now it's coming back. Well, I mean, a lot of things have started coming back lately. People are baking more. People are knitting more. People are gardening more. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense that the house dress is back. I don't know if you've noticed it. If you've gone into a store that sells clothes, you see a lot more ladies' dresses. Now, by nature, a house dress is comfortable, it is simple, and it is machine washable. That's the key, because no matter what you're doing, if you wipe your hands down on it or something like that, you need to be able to get it clean. And I'll tell you, it's funny. You could spend a lot of your days working at home, wearing some stretchy pants and a T-shirt, and eventually you might have to go back out where the people are. And so a house dress is a nice transitional piece, especially with this hot weather. Believe it or not, you'll feel... Well, you guys won't feel better.
I was going to say, you haven't, I mean, you were somewhat convincing, but you haven't quite talked Randy and I into it yet. Not yet.
Never mind.
Not yet.
Steve, Terese, and Randy. Because you can never have enough friends. We're Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
Mom or dad, who is the better driver?
Oh, I'm sorry.
They asked a bunch of kids.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Am I to take it that you assume that Dad won?
Well, only if you took the survey in our family. Yes, Randy,
in
your
my family too.
Okay, all right. Terese, I won't ask about your family, Terese.
Time and time again, these kids say Dad goes too fast. They say Dad is more likely to get angry when he drives. Those are not safe things. But still they say dads are better drivers than moms. I don't understand this. It doesn't make any sense. The reason why is because when you go on a big, long road trip, Dad usually handles those. Okay. But I secretly think it's because when Dad's behind the wheel, he makes those sounds, like he's driving a race car.
That is fun.
If you can't say it in front of your kids, you won't hear it on Family Life Mornings.
Don't listen to this one, Brandon. Don't listen to this one, please. Wedding couple in California. They had their wedding. They said, I do, and all that. And then they came out for the post-wedding photo op, right? And that was very nice. And they were up on a nice large rock. And speaking of large, and a nice, large, giant wave. I don't mean to laugh. Everybody's fine. Came by and just, boom, off the rock and right into the ocean. And all their wedding outfits and everything. And now you are used to sweeping Kristen off her feet, but that was a little different. Yeah, that was a little different there. Again, we don't want to put any ideas into your head, anything bad or anything.
At Brandon's wedding.
Yeah.
We can do the wave.
The wave. There you go. Brandon would love that. Don't tell Kristen. It'll be a secret.
Right.
If it's too early for you to start thinking about real life, it's okay. You can hang out with us as long as you want.
This is Family Life Mornings.
Yeah, these are pretty simple instructions. Go catch something for dinner. So this guy in Oklahoma goes fishing. This is not a fish story, but it is. He ends up catching a paddlefish. I don't know if you've ever seen a paddlefish.
I've seen pictures.
Got like the long snout that's like a paddle. They're very weird looking, but he catches one that's 147 pounds. Like holding it up for the picture was like amazing, right? But he goes, "This is a record-setting fish. I want someone else to be able to catch this fish." So he lets it go, lets it off the hook and right back into the water. But he got to bring something home for dinner. So he casts again. He catches another paddlefish. This one is 82 pounds. And he's thinking, well, this is a pretty sizable catch too. And I'd like somebody else to have the joy of catching this fish. And so he takes it off the hook and he releases it. Wow. Thankfully, he caught another one. The third one was 55 pounds, and I'm really glad that he took that one home. Can you imagine trying to explain, well, I caught these two really big fish, but I let them both go, so we're having takeout for dinner?
Right.
No, so that last paddlefish ended up in the smoker, and I think it's going to provide enough meals for, I don't know, at least a couple weeks, right? Wow.
Thanks for making us a part of your day. We're a friend you can turn to. Family Life.
12-year-old Ruby Chitsey recently received the Gloria Barron Award for Young Heroes. She created a program called 3 Wishes for Ruby's Residents. It's a program that raises money for senior citizens. And the question Ruby goes in and asks them, if you could have any 3 things in the world, what would they be? Ruby began the program initially for the residents at a nursing home where her mom works. Now it has gone throughout the entire state of Arkansas, which is her home state. And interestingly enough, the residents originally asked for everyday items that they couldn't afford. But during this pandemic, the program has handed out hundreds, even thousands of laptops and iPads to the elderly so they can FaceTime with their families. All because of a 12-year-old girl named Ruby. I think I'd say she's appropriately named. Ruby's a real gem.
Music? Check. News? Check. Encouragement? Check. Yep, we're ready to start the day. Family Life Mornings.
I can't even imagine what it's like to be a police officer and the tension that surrounds that, especially these days, and especially in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where police got a report of a suspicious vehicle parked outside a closed business just before midnight recently. So you can imagine the tension they felt there as they approached the car, getting closer and closer, and they found someone inside, a 36-year-old woman who then rolled down her window and said, "Ma'am, what are you doing here? It's midnight." And she said, "Man, I just needed some peace and quiet and time away from my kids."
Yes. There's nothing suspicious about a burnt-out mom.
Hope she got some time.
Are you just starting your day? Well, so are we. It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life Mornings.
A fresh baked pie.
I'm in.
Your favorite cake.
Cake.
The first slice is being cut. Do you eat it?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
I can't believe this. It's not going to taste as good as if you wait. There is something about eating the final slice of a cake or a pie or anything like that. We actually get more satisfaction out of the final slice than the first slice. You might also have a little bit of guilt eating that very last piece, but pretty much that goes away as soon as you taste it.
We can't always take your call, but we will see your text if you send a message to 888-413-4156.
This is Family Life Mornings.
Can't believe this story. Therese, go ahead. You go ahead and tell. You go ahead and tell.
That set of encyclopedias, the ones you've been holding on to all this time, just in case they'd be worth a lot of money someday. You know, that big payoff someday. Right. Well, this set of books just sold at auction for $9 million. They estimated that it would only be worth about $9,000. Okay, this one might be a little bit different than your Encyclopedia Britannica from 1978. This is a 15th century Chinese set from the Ming Dynasty. I'm guessing that one wasn't sold door to door, though.
Probably not. But how much? Now explain. 15th century.
Yes.
And how much did someone buy it for?
$9 million.
See, I believe they were ripped off. I were ripped off because just recently someone came to my door and I bought a 23rd century American history for only $500. $500.
You bought what? There's
23rd century American history. Yeah. Boy,
I'm not sure that's.
What do you mean? What?
Is that a thing?
Think about it.
Oh, man.
We're not.
Oh, man, did I get. I hope I still have his card.
Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy. Thanks for making us part of your day. We're a friend you can turn to.
You guys know that I'm highly observant, right?
Oh, yes. You don't miss a thing.
Deeply contemplative. Is that the word?
That's good enough.
Yeah,
that's
good
a word.
Mm-hmm. So I do think it's strange, and I think you will too. We say kitty cat.
Right, kitty
we
cat.
We say puppy dog.
Puppy dog.
Mm-hmm. We say bunny rabbit.
Bunny rabbit, yep.
We never say calf cow.
Calf cat. No, we don't.
We don't say cubby bear or fawn deer or Joey kangaroo.
You
would never hear the phrase Pollywog frog.
Pollywog frog? Boy.
And it's true. You would never, ever, ever say chicken.
Chicken.
But maybe now you will, because that sounds fun, right?
Well,
What's for dinner tonight, Mom?
Chicken.
A fun way to start the day and nothing to embarrass you in front of the kids. Family Life Mornings.